Alright, let's talk about X-Men Origins Wolverine. I know a lot of people do not like this film at all. Like, at all. My dad actually kind of considers it I think a popcorn flick, as he calls it, just a good popcorn movie, you know. For me, it's hard to say because part of it has some good to it, and then there's the awful parts. And I think everyone knows what those are, so I thought, let's talk about both. I'm going to talk about X-Men Origins Wolverine in this video, and then the next I'll talk about the Wolverine, because with Hugh Jackman's Logan coming out in March, I thought I might lead up to his big finale. You know? And believe when I say this, I am most so looking forward to Logan, and I've been growing my beard out for Logan, honestly. So today, let's talk about X-Men Origins Wolverine. This film was a film many fans, when this film was coming out, I believe in 2009 it was. I may be wrong, but I think I'm right, but I may be wrong. We're looking so forward to learn the origins of this character, to see his story and all that. And it was something we are trying to figure out this day. There are some parts in the film that were good, and then there was the bad stuff. What were some of the good, you may ask? Well, for starters, I liked that they cast Liev Schreiber as Sabretooth. Now, we did see Sabretooth in the first X-Men film, but in this film, we kind of explore a little more with him, where we see he and Wolverine, they were brothers. They've been through wars together. They've been through a lot together and such. And Sabretooth has gone a little more extreme and all that and such. So, and well, I actually love this performance of Liev Schreiber more than the X-Men version, because in X-Men he was just kind of the muscle of Magneto's gang and such. And while he was awesome and he looked cool, I wanted to do more with his character and such. So. But with this film, I kind of understood more of his story. He was a little more brutal, more violent, more beastly, I should say, as well. And I liked the casting of Liev Schreiber in the role, so that's kind of a plus I have for the film. Another thing I did like from this film was when we had Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, as Wade Wilson. Okay, I will talk about that issue later along in this video. But this is the film that kind of made me understand why Ryan Reynolds was the best choice for Deadpool and everything. In the first half of the film, we do see Ryan Reynolds as Wade Wilson. He's pretty much a badass, a smartass, and pretty much who doesn't shut up. And that fits Deadpool right there. That fits right there. And I was, unsure about would he work as Deadpool and all, and then this film sold it for me. And I was happy in last year's film Deadpool that they made fun of X-Men Origins Wolverine and all that because of that, and that was the most stupidest thing they have ever done. Is sew his mouth shut. Yeah, not the smartest move. And with what he had, Hugh Jackman, I didn't think was too bad in the film. He did what he could with what he had in the film, and it wasn't all that bad by all means. So, and some of the action scenes were pretty awesome. When he takes on when Weapon X comes after, when the organization comes after him, see him on the motorcycle, get out in the helicopter, and all that. I thought that was pretty cool. The final battle with him and Sabretooth working against that thing. I'm not calling it Wade. I'm not calling it Deadpool. I'm just calling it a thing, because that is what it is. Was awesome. And Gambit. That wasn't a bad adaptation of Gambit. We're still waiting on Michael. We're still waiting on the new one coming, and I'm just like, I hope they can do this good. But I didn't mind Gambit in the film by all means. So, but some of the action wasn't bad. You know, Liev Schreiber, Ryan Reynolds, Gambit, and you know, with what Hugh Jackman had, it wasn't too bad. However, the film has faults. They sewed Wade Wilson's mouth shut. He's the merc with the mouth. He doesn't stop talking. And that kind of was the stupidest thing, I think, ever for that film to do. The second was Wolverine's claws. I had no problem with the bone claws. Bone claws, that's not an issue with me. That's fine, you know. The claws didn't look as well as they did in the previous X-Men films. You know, the X-Men films, the claws look nice. They look, you know, I felt that these were actual there. You know, in X-Men Origins Wolverine, they pretty much used CG and such. And, you know, he's like with the Babs. I was like, I'm just like, what? So, yeah. And there was some stuff I didn't understand. Like, when Stryker shoots him with adamantium bullets, loses his memory and all that, a part of me wants to go, really? You actually did that? And a part of me is just like, eh. So, yeah, I really cannot. And it wasn't bad that they featured cameos. We saw Cyclops, which wasn't too bad, or Emma Frost, and, you know, Patrick Stewart as Professor X. It was okay, but I didn't find it really necessary. It's X-Men Origins Wolverine. I wanted a film to focus on Wolverine and everything. Some stuff I didn't mind, you know, seeing him growing up was hard when he learns that, you know, his actual father wasn't his real father. He killed the wrong guy. His powers first emerged, and, you know, you see him and Sabretooth going to war and everything. That was pretty cool. And, you know, eventually he wants no part in Weapon X later on, and so pretty much, you know, he has a good life. He's with this woman. He has this woman he cares about until she, quote unquote, dies and such like that. So, but this film is just it's just something else, you know. I really don't know how to say this, but a part of me doesn't hate this film. It's kind of a guilty pleasure. I know it's got stupid stuff in it, and believe me, it angers the comic book geek in me. But for the love of God, you don't show Wade Wilson's mouth shut. I'm thankful we got Deadpool last year, because that was a lot more better, and I'm so glad they poked fun at X-Men Origins Wolverine and stuff like that, and I was thankful for that. But this film is just so much, there's too much there's so much going on with it that just, some stuff doesn't make sense, some stuff works, but it's not too much of it, I would say. You know, so, yeah. If you honestly, for me, I actually loved the video game to X-Men Origins Wolverine a lot more, you know, because there was more to its story. There was, the combat and all that was pretty cool, and I honestly had no problem with that adaptation than the films. I mean, some of the stuff in the film worked because it was okay, but it faltered, you know. So, but it's kind of hard to say for me for X-Men Origins Wolverine. A part of me wants to give it 2 out of 5, but at the same time, I kind of want to give it a 3 because, like I said, the good stuff, like with Liev Schreiber, Ryan Reynolds, some of the action scenes, Gambit, and what performance Hugh Jackman had wasn't too bad. However, like I said, sewing Wade Wilson's mouth shut, the claws, the shooting the man with adamantium skeleton with adamantium bullets, making him lose his memory, the inclusion of Professor X and, you know, Cyclops and all that, I didn't find was necessary and all that. And you know, it just didn't feel right at times. Sometimes the story kind of went a little too long and such like that, so a part of me kind of wants to give it that 3, but I feel it's more of a 2 in a sense. But I do kind of see it as a guilty pleasure, because it's stupid, but it's kind of stupid I don't mind watching again, so. But that is my thoughts on X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, the trailer looked awesome, the film, not so much. So, yeah. But that's my thoughts on X-Men Origins Wolverine. Next month I will talk about the Wolverine, which I love. So, but yeah. So, did you like X-Men Origins Wolverine? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments below, and give this video a thumbs up if you can, if you like this video or not. But thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.